Let me ask you, how connected is your house to the internet? Now, I'm not just talking about normal Wi-Fi and your cell phone. What about other things in the house? Hey, I'm John Harris, and welcome to another episode of Exponential Radio. And we're talking about connectivity for your home, the smart home. By 2025, again, it's only next year, and by the end of next year, there'll be very little in the way of appliances and things within the house that aren't also connected to the internet. So you're going to have, like 50% of your usage will be other than entertainment, which is quite amazing. Okay, you're obviously looking at things like lighting, ventilation, aircon, security, etc. And not to forget, the robots are coming, so they're also going to be connected up. So we're entering interesting times. So some of the positive things that this is going to mean is you're going to have things like your cost reduction, because you're going to have more efficiencies, and those efficiencies, obviously with the utilization of electricity, etc., your gears, etc., will reduce costs. You're going to have a lot more comfort, so things for convenience sake are going to be increased. Safety is a big one, especially in this day and age. We've got a lot of security problems around the world. The demographics are changing, and things, I'm not going down that rabbit hole, but things are changing. So also the access, whether it's your gates, your doors, everything else within the house, the alarm systems, access controls, and obviously that can be done remotely as well. So things also like house sharing, Airbnb and other things, we have those key codes, you have various ways of getting involved with actually getting into the homes. If you're sharing your home, you can actually keep control of a lot of it. So these are all very interesting things. There are a few other things I've got down here on my notes. Things like targeted, obviously for targeted advertising is going to be great. People would definitely going to be able to target you more effectively. We'll talk about the negatives just now. Independence, for older people, younger people, people that are perhaps semi-invalid, that kind of thing is going to, help tremendously as far as them being safe and being able to get hold of people, but being at home. That then will be obviously fewer hospital nights, hospital beds, pressure on hospitals. These things, they're doing a lot of that already in a lot of Europe, where the people get to a certain age, but they get cared for at home. So those are very important things, because then you'll have technology that'll access you to your doctor and emergency services. So that'll be helpful to monitoring also your medicine and your condition. So those will all be connected. Again, the same things when we come to negative. It's always about the privacy, it's about surveillance and crime, so cybercrime, etc. But that surveillance is a very big issue, and I'm not sure how they're going to get around this, because people do not trust governments, and they do not trust a lot of the security services. The surveillance, where that information is going and how it's going to be utilized, is a very worrying factor. So that privacy issue, selling of your data being disappearing, and obviously cyber taking your details and taking information that's pertaining to your identity is a very big issue. We see it a lot now on some of the social platforms, some of the places where they're getting your data has been taken and being used somewhere else for replicating your ID. Other things to think about is the impact on the workforce. A lot of jobs relating to the home, obviously, and relating to maintenance of appliances, etc. A lot of those things are going to be removed or taken away, or automated, should I say. So again, working from home, that's going to have an impact, a greater and greater impact. I know that a lot of businesses still want people to come into the office. How often that is, for how long, is debatable, and is obviously per company, but people are working more from home, and also they're starting to do more of their own work from home. So that privacy, there are other issues that are coming up with privacy with data. Who owns data? So you can see already with AI, there's a lot of information there that people are suing for, saying that the original data wasn't AI's. You take an original data and created something different from somebody else's data. A lot of issues to go through there. So this is just something, and these are interesting subjects when we talk about exponentials and technologies, some of the things that you can think about going forward. how your home is going to be. Are you going to be working for home? And how is work itself merging with your personal life? So personal life and professional life are merging. And what is that going to look like in the future? As usual, you can go and get back issues of some of the things we've been chatting about on johnarthurharris.blogspot.com. And, there's various topics that we already discussed there. And as usual, we'll get you in the next episode.